What's good, crew? It's Rubber Cabinet coming back at you with another video, and today we got another special one for y'all boys. Hey, it's time to talk about the elephant in the room. You know, GP Luffy is here, and in order to understand how to beat it, we have to understand, how it plays. So today we're gonna be going over all that. I got a GP Luffy list. I'm gonna show you how it plays. I'm gonna show you how consistent this deck is, how insanely consistent this deck is. But before we get into the deck list, we do got some good news to talk about. So give me a second here. Alright, crew, first off, before we start, I want to give a big shout out to the newest members, the newest official crew members, man. We got X-Con, he decided to walk the plank, and jump on the boys' ship and get on the winning team over here. As Luffy did, we're starting out small, but we're growing, man. That's how Luffy started out, and it's the same way we're gonna grow. Eventually this page will be filled. I've had to do 2 pages, hey, I'm just being optimistic, you know what I'm saying? Then we got the boy Humlin. Not only did this man walk the plank with a meat necklace tied around his neck, butt naked, he dove in the water in an ocean full of starving sharks, and he came out untouched because he is the official king of pirates on your boys team. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Everybody give a shout out to y'all. Hey man, I appreciate y'all, and we can't forget about Miguel, man. The number one starter. Hey, let's get into the video. Alright, before we go over the deck list, I do want to give appreciation to everybody for watching. Anybody who likes, who comments, and subscribes, I really appreciate it. Our Discord is now live, so if you're a PB Luffy main, a RP Luffy main, a Pluffy main, or if you're going to be playing GP Luffy, I will be adding that section in the Discord soon. Make sure you tap into the Discord, man. Where you can get all the good information at. Let's get into the deck list. So, we have the leader here, activate main once per turn. Down -2 if you have Straw Hat Crew, if you only have Straw Hat Crew characters, so you got to remember that. Set up to 2 of your Don is rested, or set up to 2 of your rested Don is active, and then this leader gains 1,000 power to the end of your opponent's next turn. So as we know, 6K leader is very strong, and this guy gets to do it every time he activates his ability. So it's a great leader already just off that effect. Now, the other part of the deck that makes this deck really strong is the amount of searchers that this deck can play. So we got 4 Nami searchers, which looks at the top 5 for Straw Hat Crew, right? Then our next card, we got the bread and butter. This is the main combo piece of the deck. If you can remove this from board, you probably should. It's Sanji Pudding. If you don't know what Sanji Pudding does, when 2 or more of your Don cards are returned to your Don deck, set 1 Don from your Don deck. It's active. On play, if the number of Don cards are equal or less to, then your opponents draw 1 card. Okay, great card, strong ass card. It's a 5 cost 7K. It doesn't have counter, but it's 5 cost 7K. Vanilla stat line. We got 4 of the Nico Robins. Not only is this a searcher, it's a blocker. So 3 costs. It looks at the top 3. You Don -1, look at the top 3. It's on KO, by the way. Look at the top 3 of your deck. Reveal 1 Straw Hat Crew, put it in your hand. Another searcher. That's 8 searchers so far. We ain't even made it through the deck yet. Now, we got 4 of the Frankies here. We're running 4 of the Frankies. This is my main starter piece. A lot of people don't play this card, but I think this card is a great starter piece. Going first, you play Frankie out. Turn 2, you play Sanji Pudding out. And then your Frankie will actually ramp back 1 of the Don that you minus. So that'll put you right back up to the same amount of Don. So you don't lose any Don when you do leader effect. If you go from Frankie, Sanji Pudding, and then leader effect. So I think it's a great starter piece for the deck. Why not max out on it? We got Monkey D. Luffy here. This is another card. If you see it on the board, you probably should get rid of it, because this guy has a really strong effect. When attacking, once per turn, return 2 of your active Don cards to your Don deck. Set this character as active. Then add the top card of your life to your hand. Which they ain't gonna care about adding the top card of their life to their hand, because more than likely they're gonna try to kill you when they use this card. So Get him off the board if you can. You know, if you can't, good luck. We're playing 4 of the Furnosuke's. This is a 2K counter that's searchable. Everything in this deck is searchable by one searcher or more. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that. Searchable 2K counter, also good in the Blackbeard matchup. Play him out for 5, give him rush if you have 8 or more Don. You know, great. Got another 2K counter here, but it's also, in this deck, it's more than likely just a 3 cost 6K blocker. You're always going to be negged on because you're using a leader effect back to back. So you can always play this out, you know, for free. So why not? For 3 Don, 6K blocker. Love it. We got 3 of the 7 drop Sanjis here. I see a lot of lists running the Luffy Taro. While that is a good card, it's a brick. And, you know, I wanted a 7 drop that does something good and it's not a brick. So the Sanji rests down to 6 cost or less, and it's another 7K swing that they have to worry about. Just fits perfectly in this deck. We got 4 Usahachis, best 2K counter in the game, also searchable in this deck. We got 4 Zorojoro searchers, 4 cost 6K stat line, another searcher, searches everything in the deck. Well, searches everything besides the Nami in the deck, but, you know, still searches everything else. I mean, besides 4 hearts, you won't miss on any of these searches. I can tell you that right now. We got 3 when you're at sea, you fight pirates, another searcher for every card in the deck. Besides, oh yeah, searches everything in the deck, even the Nami. So searcher can search searcher, which can search another searcher. You know, just insane searching ability in this deck. I mean, we're playing what? It's 4, 8, 12, 15 searchers. Just broken. Consistency wise, just broken. 4 Gum Gum Giants. I still like 4 because, you know, it can save your life at the end of the day. So why not play it at 4? 4 Going Marys. This card's not a searcher, but it replaces itself and it draws a card, which can draw you into a searcher, which searches another searcher, which searches, you know, whatever the fuck you need. Needless to say, this deck I built is designed to get your pieces and, you know, guarantee that you see your pieces every game. And, you know, from my play testing, I see my pieces every game. So, you know, that's enough rambling on about the deck. I'm sure you've seen other deck profiles that went over the cards. Let's just get into the gameplay and show you why this deck is so strong in this format. Almost forgot to say, hey Brooke, drop that beat. Alright crew, so this first game, I actually had the laws in here. I didn't, you know, fully read the leader effect, but it's still kind of funny. And, you know, I think this guy's playing my PB Luffy build from my last video, and he just doesn't see what he needs to see, and it just goes bad for him. You know, I felt so bad. So Mr. Landon, if you watching this video, man, drop a comment down below. I do know how to play against my own decks when I build them, so, you know, there's that advantage as well. You know, especially a leader that I main, I do know how to play the matchup. So this game I actually fuck up and I summon the law, and I'm like, okay, well now I can't use my leader effect. So I literally just fuck myself for the entire game, but I just pivot. Because, you know, you can pivot from what your original strategy is. And I end up just going wide and starving. Because I don't want him to see extra pieces to remove cards. Because the fact that I have a law on board means I have to build my board as wide as possible to be able to remove that law from the field. Because he's not going to remove the law. I mean, you know, stopping me from being 6K leader is a great thing for him. So he's not going to remove it. So we got to figure out how to play after we play this law out, you know, and it felt pretty bad. But, you know, I wasn't going to put this game on here, but I figured I should anyways, just because, you know, hey, he might see the video and be like, man, you know, he might recognize what's going on here. But let's go. We swing 5 at him here. And we're probably gonna play. I'm thinking about playing Zorojoro here just to search, just because I don't have stage and I don't want him to be able to remove it with Sanji if he does have Black Sanji. You know, so we don't want to play him out right now and let him get removed for free. Then I made the mistake of playing the law out here. Okay. Everybody laugh. Everybody get their giggles out, man. We fucked up right here. We fucked up. We fucked up. You know, it be like that. What happens when you're testing the deck, you know, and you're just trying to make it. Hey, but with the law though, it did up our searches to like 20 something, so that was funny. It was pretty funny though. I don't think it's the worst card. I mean, yeah, you don't get to use your leader effect, but hey, go wide enough, man, you can make some shit happen. So I'm gonna give him a 2K here, cause I don't want to go down in life. I'm just praying he doesn't have removal in hand. He doesn't, so we're looking nice. But he is playing Frankie, which is gonna let him search for some removal. But yeah, that last build definitely needed more removal cards, just because you know you had to see them. If you didn't see them, then it was bad. You know, so it is what it is. I can't give him my blocker though, because I do need to go wide enough to be able to remove this law by playing a body over it. So we're gonna see if we can figure this out. He swings 7 at us here. I give him the blocker anyway. I guess I'm like, fuck it. We do find a stage, so that's a good thing. Can play stage out and Sanji this turn. This is gonna be when I realize that I can't use my leader effect right here. You'll see, I do leader effect. And I'm like, wait, one Don active? I was like, oh shit. Hold up. The law, the fucking law. Like the law, no. So I swing 6 to his Zoro here. I'm probably gonna swing 6 at his Zoro again. He gave me the Frankie there and he saved it. I don't think that was the correct play, but you know, it is what it is. He might be newer to the deck as well. But I think he might be trying to save his bodies too, because he doesn't have anything in hand. So, you know, it could be just it could be a misplay, it could not be. So, you know, it depends on what he has in hand. If he don't have anything to play, it makes sense to save the body so you can at least have some attackers. You know, it is what it is. Let's see what he does here. We got fucking 4 2Ks in hand, which is crazy. And we got a rush Sanji. Swinging 6 at 6 here. We'll give him a 2K. We're gonna save these Usahachis in case we need to rest down a blocker or something. He plays rush Sanji, which is a little annoying for us. See what he does. He should have swung 5 in the lead first. Maybe I counter out just to get extra counter, but it doesn't matter. We got enough to get out of his Sanji swing anyway and keep our body alive. Swing 6 into 6. Give him another 2K. 27 into 6. We give him another 2K. I felt so bad for this shit, 'cause I know he's like, man, this deck's fucking ass, bro. I can't remove shit. I'm like, bro, yeah, we need some more removal in there for sure. But you know, it was just a template, just a base, you know, just an idea. Let's just say that, a theory. I did cook 3, you know, I did cook 3 GPs with it. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe my RNG is just different. We're gonna swing 7 into 7 here, see if we can get that blocker or another card out of hand. He gives us another rush Sanji. He should have definitely kept that in hand. I mean, I'm just going. I don't know what he's playing. I don't know what he's got, but in my mind, you keep that shit in hand. Play out Zoro here. We buff our Sanji pudding. I'm like, what can I do here? What can I do? Put 3 on Zoro, swing 9 over Sanji, see if we can get that blocker. We do get the blocker, perfect. So next turn, as long as I can keep my bodies alive, I should be able to get this fucking law off the board and actually use my leader effect, which is crazy. I haven't been able to use my leader effect this whole game. It just shows you this deck can perform without leader effect because, you know, you still get to put a shit ton of bodies on board. He's swinging 10 over 6 here, which is annoying. I have to give it to him. So it's going to make me getting rid of this law that much harder. I have to play 3 bodies next turn to get this law off the board. And if you look at my hand, tell me how that's possible. I'm going to show you how it's possible. This is another reason why I put this game in here, because I just did like some different type shit. Alright, he plays out the Zorajora Laboon. Like, alright, bet. Alright, so here we're on 9 dime. There's a couple things we can do. I'm just gonna attack first, just try to get some cards out of hand. Okay, he lets it go. I play out Sanji Puddin here. I play out Nico Robin here. Now I can use my leader effect. I won't get to set 2 active of my leader, but both my Sanji Puddins will bring 2 Don back. Now I can play out Usohachi over the law, rest down one of his characters, which I probably should have did Laboon, but it didn't matter anyway. Because he's got 1 card in hand. It's like, bro, you got 1 card in hand. I don't care. Swing 6 at 5. And we're chilling. Like, he has to like do something this turn, get rid of a body or something, or he's just cooked. We got a rush Luffy in hand. We're gonna be on 10 Don. We got a blocker on the field. Like, yeah, it's just ugly right now. And he just doesn't see removal. I mean, that's the only way I can look at it. He's strapping up right now. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't have removal, which is unfortunate, you know. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. That's why I said, you know, maybe we do need to go with the removal. I do got to update a list. If you're in the Discord, then you know about the updated list. So, man, you know, if you want the tea, you got to get in the Discord, man. You want to get the updated list sooner than the videos? Hey, the Discord for sure. So let's see what we do here. We did get our blocker there. Probably gonna strap up Laboon. He's just playing out bodies at this point. I get it. There's nothing you can do, bro. It's ugly. I text him like, man, you need your KO, no cap. It's too late now, though. I mean, if you don't see your KO by this point, you're pretty much done. Ain't nothing you can do. Just over with. So we use leader effect here. We get to stand 2 Don as active, gain 2 bad, get back to 4 Don. We're back up to 8 Don. We played our 6 drop Luffy out for 2, which is fucking crazy. Playing 6 drop Luffy out for 2 Don is ridiculous. So we're gonna swing 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. Could swing more than 7-7, but we're just trolling at this point. It doesn't matter. We get a Gum Giant. He got 1 out of life, man. That's his only chance. He's dead either way, but you know, still. And then I see the Uda. I'm like, yeah, he's playing my dead list, bro. I felt so bad for this game. I had to put it in the video for you, boy. It's not you, Mr. Lennon, it's me. You know, hit him with one of them breakup lines. It's not you, man, it's me. I just know how to play against this deck. I'm sorry. But nah, he just didn't see no removal, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with me knowing how to play against it. If you don't see removal, I mean, and you're playing against GP, you're just fucking absolutely cooked. Especially when they're playing as many searchers as I am. I don't think every list runs as many searchers as me. A lot of them run like the electrical lunas and shit like that, and just a freeze board. I don't care about that. I'm just gonna go wide as fuck and slam shit into your face. But yeah, you know, pause. Yeah, he had a jack in life. That was just literally his only KO, and that wasn't finna do shit when he got rid of all his cost reduction early in the game. So, you know. Shout out to you, Mr. Landon, man. Let's get on to the next game, crew. All right, crew. We got our first real match here without the fucking law, so we're gonna get to be able to play. We're gonna be able to play at peak efficiency. Cards you want to see in hand, Sanji Pudding or multiple searches is good for me because, you know, the searches will find the Sanji Puddings eventually. Stage is like, you know, like your main mulligan card in my opinion. Sometimes, but if I see Sanji Pudding, I'll usually keep it, but you like to see Stage. Stage just keeps your board alive, you know, way more efficiently. Especially against a character like Carrot or a leader like Carrot, because she can just rest down 5 costs and freeze them or, you know, swing into them, whatever, for free. So she swung 5 at us there. We take the first hit. We're swinging 5 back. Play out our searcher now. We're looking for our pieces. We don't find any pieces. That's cool. We're gonna play out Robin, and you know we got another searcher on board. He's probably just gonna rest down our Robin for free. Doesn't matter to us. That's why we didn't worry about buffing it, because Carrot can't rest down a 5 or less, so it doesn't really matter. But I doubt she wants to leave it on board, and she doesn't. We're gonna use the effect here. Look what we find, Sanji Pudding. Like it's inevitable when you're playing this many searches not to find your pieces. So it's like, you know what? We're on 5 down here. We can play out Sanji Pudding. Alright, we draw a card. We draw into another 2K. We got a shit ton of 2Ks in hand. And one thing my list does play that other lists don't play is a shit ton of 2Ks, and that shit just makes this deck feel 10 times stronger. So we swing 6 here. We're gonna play out on Nico Robin. I probably would have played out a Frankie there just to gain a dime back. You know, I like that idea. I don't know why we played out Robin, but you know, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Maybe we just overlooked it or something, I don't know. So he's swinging 4 into our Robin. We're on 4 done. And I'm just doing some math here. I'm like, yeah, we'll go ahead and use Robin effect. Get our Rush Luffy, because why not? We already got a shit ton of 2Ks anyway. He plays out this 7 cost 8K Dofi. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't read this card, because I just didn't give a fuck. But, you know, I didn't read the card, and it's gonna kind of punish me in a second. But then I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna play around it. So, we'll see what we do here. Always remember to activate your stage before you, you know, do some shit. Yeah, we about fucked up there. Activate the stage. Just in case they got any weird shenanigans that you don't feel like reading. So he rests down my Frankie here. That's when I looked over the Dofi card. But I still didn't read it, I don't think. I don't think I still read it right here. You'll know when I read it, because I'm going to scroll over for a little second. That's what happens when you play Yu-Gi-Oh, you know. You play Yu-Gi-Oh and you just build your deck and then you're just doing shit and you don't even read other people's cards. You just do what the hell you want to do. You know, that's kind of like where my mind frame is. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. It doesn't matter what your cards do, because you know we do what the hell we want to do. They're trying to swing into our Frankie here. I'm gonna save it with a 2K just to troll. I'm gonna give him another 2K probably just to troll, because why not? He's got 9 cards in hand, so that means he's probably got the 9-drop Shanks. Okay, he KOs our Sanji Pudding here. So this guy's playing very efficiently. So can't nobody go in the comments saying, you're playing a noob, bro. You're playing a fucking noob. Man, shut that shit up. You don't want to hear that shit. You're a fucking noob. Be them same people saying shit like that, but they won't step to the fucking challenge, man. They won't come play your boy. Every time somebody's made that type of comment, I immediately respond and say, well, you know what? If I'm playing noobs, you come play me and show me different. And they never respond. You know why they never respond? Because they're nothing but fucking clowns. They're a bunch of Caesars. You know, I'd rather play 1,000 noobs than play 1,000 Caesar clowns. Now, anyway, let's get back to the game. So we're playing out our Rush Luffy here. We're gonna swing 7. He rests down my Zoro Joro. That's when I'm gonna read the thing. I think he rests down my Zoro Joro. Maybe I'm tripping. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, I was ranting about these bots that be commenting sometimes. He plays another Shanks out, KOs our fucking Luffy. This guy's playing very good. Swings 4 into our, Nami here, which really wasn't needed. I wasn't about to strap her up. Swings 8 into our Zoro here. We're gonna save to make him swing again into, why not? Or we're thinking about saving. I don't know if we save or not. Probably just let it go. It doesn't matter. But he does have another Shanks. He has a Shanks attack and a leader attack. So yeah, now he's got to attack into it again. I counter out and make him attack into it with his Shanks. Cool. He cleared our board, bro. He's got a nasty board, right? He only got 1 life though. He's only got 1 life. So let's see what we do here. So we play out our Sanji Pudding, draw a card, immediately do our stage effect, right? Now we do our leader effect. Get the Don back. Thinking about playing out another Sanji Pudding here, but I like Zoro better just to search some more counter. Yep. Zoro, we search the stage. Play the other stage out, draw a card. Buff our Zoro here, swing 6 at 5. He does get to do his Dofi effect either way, which is, important while you read, but we're practicing good, we're practicing good things here. So now I'm finally reading the Dofi card. I'm like, oh, okay, you can risk a 6 cost of this. That's cute. We let our Sanji Pudding go, but we don't care. He uses a 4-drop event to KO or Zoro. This motherfucker's playing really good, bro. He's playing really good. But he kind of has to kill us right here, right? Or play a blocker out or something. He kind of has to do that. Like, he has no choice. Let's see what he does here. Swings 8 and a 6. Give him 2 2Ks. Swing 11 and a 6. We go down to 1 life. We're on 8 Don this turn. We have to end this game, right? Let's see what we do. Play out Rush Luffy. We buff his cost because we don't want any Dofi shenanigans here. Alright, bam. He's got 5 cards in hand, 1 open Don, but it could be a bluff. We're going to test the waters with a 6K swing first. Either way, we have to win right here, right? I mean, we can set on 2 Gum Giants, but he's got a shit ton of bodies on board. We're swinging 9 here. We're going to do it and do effect. It's all or nothing at this point. He takes. Swing another 9. And GG's. He had a 2K and 1K in hand. He couldn't get out of it, man. That's the game. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew, we got another interesting matchup here. Some people are saying Vegapunk's good in the GP. I don't know why, but maybe it's because they can go wide on the board or something. But 2 life leader, taking a bunch of 7K attacks. I can't imagine it going good. But at the end of the day, I was trying to find a red-green smoker, but they kept leaving. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to run random. And we run into a Vegapunk, so here you go. A wild Vegapunk appeared. Like some Pokemon shit. Alright, so we're on 4 Don here. I don't really care about going first or second with this list because, we got a shit ton of searchers. That's 1 cost. We got searchers that's 4 costs. We got searchers that's 3 costs, so it really doesn't matter to me. We're going to find our pieces to the puzzle no matter what. We swing 5 here. He gives it to us for free. I'm like, okay, bet. This is where our perfect curve comes in. So going second, you can play the Nami out. If you got another searcher, you can play another searcher out. Into Frankie, into Sanji Pudding, into Rush Luffy, which is crazy. So if he can't remove this Frankie here, then we're going to get some value. He can't remove the Frankie because he has Nami. He knows Vegapunk. They always got it, which is cool. I definitely could have buffed the Frankie, but it didn't matter because Nami removes a 5. I mean, maybe if he had a card that removes 3, I could have worried about it, but it doesn't matter. We're going to do leader effect here. Stand 2 Don active, get 1 back. We're on 4 Don now. We're going to buff our Sanji Pudding. Say swing 5 with Nami, and then 7 with lead. Yeah. 5 with Nami. See if he wants to block here. Alright, we get the blocker. Yeah, we can swing 6. 6 in the 6. Go for his board here. Get some cards out of hand. I like it. See what he does here. Okay, he gave us the 1K. That's nice. He should have probably kept that other Nami just in case, but it is what it is. See what he does here. He was about to swing 5 into my leader, and that would have been a mistake for sure. Okay, he's killing our Nami here. Yep, that's what happens when we turn Nami sideways. They want to get rid of it because, you know, they see you're going to attack with it. 6 into 6. Give him a 2K here, because why not? 6 into 6. Give him a 2K here. Save the Usohachi, you know, in case we need to rest down a blocker or something. But we didn't save the Usohachi, but that's what I would have did, you know, today. You know, if we played this shit back today. So it's looking terrible for us, right? Like we don't got shit in hand. Like, we really don't got the shit in hand. But you know what we do got? We got a Searcher, we got a Rush Luffy, we got our leader effect, and we got Sanji putting on the board. That's what we got. So let's see what we can do here. We play out the Rush Luffy first, do our leader effect. Now we're playing our Searcher, getting a Zoro. It's probably gonna be 7 over 5 here, or 7 over 6. I like that too. It doesn't matter. He's only got 2 cards in hand. If he's got a 2K, he's got a 2K. We'll go 7 over 5 here. Thinking here what I want to do. We'll do stage first to buff our Sanji pudding. We don't want him to pop it for free. And we go 8 over 5 here. Leave 1 up for Gum Gum Giant. You know, we're not in a bad shape right now. He does got 2 attackers. He does have stage, so he can stand the Shaka back up, but we're still good. And he's got a shotgun life. But he's only got 3 cards in hand. And, you know, our 3 cards in hand include the Searcher. So that means it's a body that's going to replace itself. So that's all good on our end. We take the first hit here. Very aggressively. Trying to make him go all in. He goes 15 into 7. Which makes sense. You do want to get rid of that shit. I understand. Then he's going to make a mistake here. Okay, no, not right here. He makes a mistake in a minute. We'll see in a second. He plays out the Luffy there, which, you know, that's cool and all. It's a nice card. Now, our Rush Sanji's going to come into play. We're going to get to return 1. I say rest on the Shaka, because why not? His Luffy can't do shit. Rest on the Shaka, do leader effect. Stand 2 Don active, get 1 with our main man here. 6 into 6 to test the water, see what he wants to do. Alright, bet. You don't want to give us that one? You're probably going to give us that one, yep. Do stage, buff the Sanji pudding. Swing first. Please swing first. Swing first. Oh, we're not going to swing. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. So we're not going to swing here. We're going to play out Nico Robin. The reason we play out Nico Robin is because he does have the Luffy on board. And if he wants to swing with it, we're just going to free block. So he can't KO. So he can't even use the KO effect. Let's see what he does here. He's got 3 cards in hand. He did play a Searcher out. He searched, please save me. That's the event that summons back from Trigger. Man, crew, your boy's sore as shit, man. Went to the gym and shit. They're swinging 8 over 6. We're gonna Don Minus, use their effect. We got a choice to make here. I say Rush Luffy, but Sanji Pudding's great too. Why not? You can establish 2 Sanji Puddings. That's just so much pressure. Alright, bet. So we're on 7. We draw into another Sanji Pudding, which is fucking diabolical. We use leader effect. Game back, game back. Use stage to buff one of our Sanji puddings. It don't really matter. We thought about attacking there, but it's like, no, leave him at 3 life. Leave him at 3 life. Why not? I thought about playing my other Sanji pudding out here, but I think Searcher Zoro is better just to get some more counter in hand. Yeah, search the 2K there. And then I say we don't swing, because if we don't swing, he'll be at 3 life, and he can't use his Luffy effect. So it was a mistake. It was a mistake for him to put that in life, but he kind of had to at the same time. Because now he can't remove our Zoro for free, right? He swings 6 and a 6 here. Let's give him a 2K. I would have gave him the Furnosuke. Looking back, you always want to keep Usohachi in hand as long as you can, just to be able to rest down blockers for free. He says oops because he did the Luffy effect to try to kill the Zoro. Now he realizes he's got 3 life. I'm like, yee. That was a fuck up. But does it really matter at this point? He's got 2 cards in hand. He goes 14 in. Like, he just, you know. I told him that's why I didn't attack. You know, we're thinking 20 steps ahead as usual. I be in a different mind frame when I'm like in the game, and like it's a whole lot different when I'm streaming, trying to play, because I'm reading comments. You know, I'm trying to be engaging with y'all. I can't think optimally. Like I know it sounds weird, but I can't think optimally when I'm like reading comments and engaging. You know, it's kind of hard for me to pay attention to the game. But we played out another Sanji pudding here. 3 Sanji puddings is diabolical. There's nothing you can do. I mean, we're gonna swing 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. Probably play out our Rush Luffy here and fucking just go to town. I don't think any trigger will save this man for all these attacks. Like, just, you know, realistically. You get to Nami trigger, KO's one of our attackers, but it really doesn't matter. Swing 7. Gonna get a blocker trigger right here. Swing another 7. He's got a block or take. He blocks. Play out Rush Luffy here. If it's gonna be swing 8, 8, and you know, no way he can get out of that, right? So, hey man, let's get on to the last game, crew. So it wouldn't be a deck show off if I didn't show you, you know, a stronger, more meta leader. This was one of the strongest leaders in the OP10 meta. And this is why it will no longer be talked about when it comes to playing against this leader right here. Purple Green Luffy just wrecks him. I mean, I don't know. I've heard people say that, oh, Shanks has a good matchup into Purple Green Luffy. I don't know what the fuck they're smoking, because you'll just see. Just watch this shit that happens. So this is our perfect curve here. Frankie into Sanji pudding. This is what you want to see. I was playing 3 Frankie originally. This is what made me go up to 4. I'm like, yeah, this is a nice curve right here. So you go Frankie into Sanji pudding. You can put 2 on Frankie, swing 6. See if we can get leader effect here. He takes. Now we're swinging 7. Well, it'll be 6 with leader effect. Yep. Drops us down. Give us a 2K. Thank you, my good sir. But yeah, this is your perfect curve right here. Frankie and the Sanji pudding's broken. You heard it here first. Maybe you didn't. Hell, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what the streets are doing, man. What are they doing in the streets? He's swinging 4 with Uda. We're gonna save that just to troll. Nah, you gotta swing into that shit with your other body, buddy. It's not free out here in this world. Let's see what he does here. He's saving 4 open Don, so it's either gonna be the blocker. Yeah, it's the blocker. But that's okay. We're just gonna play out another Sanji pudding, because why the fuck not, right? So it's gonna be 6, 7, and then probably play out Rush Luffy, another 7. Just keep that energy in. So we swing first at this Sanji here, see if he wants to draw a card. He does want to draw a card. That's nice. Swing 7 in. You can play out Searcher here too. I like Searcher. But you know, Shanks can't handle pressure. Let's just keep pressure up. See if we can get this Lucky Roo off board. Oh, we get a 2K from hand. I'll take that as well. I'll take any 2Ks or any of that. He is playing a rush variation, as you can tell. He's playing that unblockable Sanji. So, yep, here goes the rush. Dragon for 11. You can have that, buddy. I would have, yeah, I guess it's a hard choice. Because I would say I'd rather attack than a Sanji Pudding, but at the same time, that rush Luffy is just as toxic. I don't know. But we got another one anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter. Play out the rush Luffy here. Play out a Searcher here. Find another Sanji Pudding. Like, yeah, this shit's just fucking... this shit's just diabolical, bro. Like, y'all can't tell me this shit ain't broken. Play out. We got 3 Sanji Puddings on the board. And this is what, the second game we've had 3 Sanji Puddings on the board? Like, just show you the consistency of this version of the deck. I don't know what these other folks are playing, but my shit's consistent. 7, 7, 7. Sit on a gum giant, you know. And we're chilling. Like, we got 2 cards in hand, right? We're starved essentially, but it doesn't even matter. Look at our board. He has to remove this board. We're gonna gum giant here. You better have something else in hand to get rid of this board. Let's see what he does. Swings 9 in. Yeah, you can have it for that, buddy. Let's see if he wants to swing this Lucky Roo blocker. He plays out the rush Zoro. Puts 2 on, swings 7. Like, nah. We don't play as we play a decent amount of bricks, but nah. So we're gonna use our Nami Searcher here to search our other Searcher. Play our other Searcher to search the Usohachi, which can rest down the Lucky Roo, and you know, here we go. Return to Don Leader effect. Get back up to 6 Don. Just insane fucking value right there. It's insane value. So here we could probably go. You know, a good number to swing at Shanks is 8, because even if they use leader effect, they still require 2 cards regardless. So it's gonna be 8, 8, 8, and then probably 10. If he uses leader effect here, then I'm just gonna go 7, 10 probably. Yeah, he used leader effect, so now I can swing 7. It's the same thing. He has to give me 2 cards. Bam, nope. Now we're gonna go in 3 on, swing 10. And that's what total destruction looks like there. He didn't have any 10 drop Shanks, but even if he did, and he played it out, and he removed the Sanji that turn, it still was over for him regardless, right? So, that's gonna be it for the gameplay. Let's get back into the Decklist crew and talk about it. Alright crew, so again, the Decklist will be in the description. If you plan on playing GP Luffy, this is my version right now, and I've been cooking everything with it, bro. I don't know. I've been cooking everything with it. This shit's consistent. You're gonna see your pieces. It does play a decent amount of bricks, but you are also playing, you know, a shit ton of 2Ks to go along with those. And you're playing, you know, a decent number of blockers as well. Like, we only got 8 blockers, but it's still a decent number because they're searchable, you know what I'm saying? And one of your blockers can actually search your other blockers, so, you know, crazy at the end of the day. Nothing I would change right now. I do like to rush Sanji over the Luffy Taro. You know, if I'm gonna play a brick, why not play a brick that's gonna search me another card, or search me a card that's broken on top of that. But yeah, man, that's it for the deck, you know, discussion and all that. If you have any comments or questions, let me know down in the description. I was about to say description. Let me know down in the description below, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace.